Hey, hey, my NFL family, Starr Joulez, and I am back with my Week 5 NFL predictions. And before I get started, I want to let you know that I hit 11 out of 16 games last week. So, I've been doing that the last couple weeks. I want to up that and at least hit 14 out of 16, if not all the games. So that's what I'm working towards. That's my goal. With that being said, let's jump into Thursday, October 5th. At 5:15 p.m. on Prime Video, we have the 0-4 Bears versus 2-2 Commanders. Commanders at home. They are -5.5 on the line. Started off 6.5, so that line has moved, trying to get you to sway more towards the Bears. This game is 44.5 over and under. And with this one, I think the Commanders are the better team. I like what they've been doing compared to the Bears. So I'm going to predict Commanders straight up money line over the Bears for the win. Let's move it on over to Sunday. Very early, 6:30 a.m. on NFL Net. We have the 2-2 Jags versus the 3-1 Bills. Bills are at home, -5.5 on the line. And this game is 48.5 over and under. And this is going to be a pretty good game. I think it should be a close, kind of a shootout type of a game. But the Bills right now, they're the best in the AFC. So I'm going to predict them straight up money line to beat the Jags. Next up on Fox at 10 a.m., we have the 2-2 Texans versus 2-2 Falcons. Falcons are at home, -2 on the line. This game is 41.5 over and under. And this one here is a hard pick, so be careful, you parlayers out there. I would suggest not even play this game. I want to pick the Texans on this one for some reason. I've been back and forth. They're kind of an even type of two teams here I'm looking at. The Texans' run game is horrible. I can see them winning, though, with the +2 on your side. Maybe you could flip a ticket, see what happens. But on this one, I'm going to go ahead and predict Falcons. Why, I don't know. And that's why I'm saying this won't be on my ticket. I got to predict all the games, so I've been back and forth, like I said. But let me get the Falcons straight up money line over the Texans, and just from the home field advantage, and we'll see what happens. But that won't be on my ticket. Like I said, Texans might just win that game. Be careful. Next up, we have at 10 a.m. on Fox, the 0-4 Panthers versus 3-1 Lions. Lions at home, -9.5 on the line. This game is 45 over and under. The Lions, I love what they've been doing as far as going up against a team like the Panthers. I think it'll be pretty easy for them to beat them. So I'm going to take the Lions straight up on the money line over the Panthers. I don't really like the spread. I don't like any big spreads. I'm a money line player. That's what gets me paid. So you guys do with it what you want. They might cover that spread. I think it'll probably go under the 45 or be right within that. So be safe with that. But my prediction is the Lions for the win over the Panthers. Next up, 10 a.m. on CBS, we have the 2-2 Titans versus 2-2 Colts. Let's see. They have, first it's started off even, but that line moved to a -1, Titans away. And it's 42.5 over and under. I think it'll be right within that 42, so be careful with that. I don't play over and unders. It just lowers the percentage of your win on your ticket. So be very careful when you're putting those on your bets. But anyway, on this one, I will predict the Titans, I guess, straight up money line over the Colts, but it's anyone's game. I do believe that Tajay Spears is going to be back with the Titans, so that would be the reason that I'll take that side. But like I'm saying, it will not be on my ticket this week. Moving on, 10 a.m. on Fox, we have 1-3 Giants versus 3-1 Dolphins. Dolphins are at home with a big old -11 on the line. It's 48.5 over and under. And I'm going to predict the Lions for the win over the Giants. Though their defense has been struggling a bit, I do think they can handle those Giants. They may cover that spread, but it's too big for me. So you guys be careful with that one. I think Saquon will be back, and so will Andrew Thomas this week for the Giants. So that's going to help a lot. So be very careful. But my prediction is the Dolphins over the Giants. Next up, 10 a.m. on CBS, we have the 2-2 Saints versus 1-3 Patriots. Patriots at home, -1.5 on the line. This game is 40 over and under. And on this one, it's a good matchup, but I think the Saints are the better team right now. I mean, both teams are struggling. I think for the Patriots, I think Matthews is out. Christian is out. So, and that's their corner. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to predict the Saints on this one with the plus 1.5 on my side. But it'll be by a squeak, by a hair if they win it. This will not be on my ticket. You guys be safe. Next up, 10 a.m. on CBS, we have the 3-1 Ravens versus 2-2 Steelers. They have the Ravens away with -3.5 on the line. This game is 38 over and under. And on this one, I'm going to predict the team I'm jinxed with, the Ravens, to beat the Steelers, straight up money line, and we'll see what happens. Moving on, at 1:05 p.m. on Fox, we have the 4-0 Eagles versus 2-2 Rams. Eagles are away, -4.5 on the line. This game is 50.5 over and under. And should be some good scoring on this game. Some back and forth, stuff going on. I like the Eagles in this one, straight up on the money line, but I do believe you can flip this ticket and take the Rams on another ticket, because don't underestimate it. The Rams could pull this off. It could be an upset. But with plus 4.5 on your side, you may just cover that. But I'll go ahead and predict Eagles straight up money line for the win over the Rams, and we'll see what happens. Moving on over, 1:05 p.m. on Fox, we have the 1-3 Bengals versus 1-3 Cardinals. They have the Bengals away, -3 on the line, and this game is 44.5 over and under. Be careful with that over and under. I think it'll be right within that, probably around 43, something like that, 44. That half will always kill you, so be safe. On this one, I'm going to predict the Bengals straight up money line for the win over the Cardinals, but that's anyone's game. That's another game that will not be on my ticket. I think that's a trap game. You guys, be careful. 1-3 Bengals, 1-3 Cardinals. I mean, it's a hard call. Next up, 1:25 p.m. on CBS, we have the 1-3 Jets versus 1-3 Broncos. Broncos at home, -1.5 on the line. And the over and under on this one is 43.5. I don't like either one of these. I mean, I think I'm going to go ahead and predict the Jets over the Broncos with the plus 1.5, only because I can't trust the Broncos. I don't know what they're going to do. I just can't trust them. I have no faith in them right now. And so I have no other option but to go with the Jets. So I'll take the Jets with the plus 1.5 and see what happens. Moving on down, 1:25 p.m. on CBS, we have the 3-1 Chiefs versus 1-3 Vikings. Chiefs are away, -4 on the line. This game is 52.5 over and under. And I think this will be a good game, and I think it'll be a shootout. I think they're going to go back and forth, but I think in the end, Mahomes will prevail for the win. So I will predict Chiefs straight up money line over the Vikings for the win. And let's see, moving on down for the later game at 5:20 p.m. on NBC, we have my boys, 3-1 Cowboys versus 4-0 49ers. 49ers are at home with the -3.5 on the line. This game is 45 over and under. And This is a hard pick for me because, I don't want to be a fan and say I got to pick my boys every time, because that is not how you win money. But on this one, I do think the 49ers, straight up on the money line, will probably take this game. But you can flip the ticket is what you can do. All of you Cowboy fans out there like me, take that on the money line and then flip it and take the Dallas with the plus 3.5. Oh, it has changed. You now have +4 on your side. So with the +4 on your side, the line changed. I guess everyone was picking those Niners, so they want to sway you towards the Cowboys. So they changed that line. Take that on another ticket and see what happens, because I think the boys, if they don't win, they will cover that. So that's what I suggest for that game. And it's going to be a good one. I think the over and under 45, I think it'll be about right an inch over that, maybe. So let's keep an eye on that score for those over and under players out there. And let's move it on over to Monday, October the 9th at 5:15 p.m. on ABC and ESPN Plus. We have the 2-2 Packers versus 1-3 Raiders. Let's see. Packers are away with the -1 now. It started with the -2, so that's moved. And this game is 44.5 over and under. On this one, I got to predict the Packers because I just don't like the Raiders' bad offense. It's horrible. I think it should be a very close game. Should be a shootout. But the Raiders, they really need to work on a lot of stuff. I just can't trust them right now. So I'm going to predict Packers over the Raiders, straight up money line for the win. And that's going to wrap it up for my predictions for week number 5. Get in where you fit in. I wish you all luck. Get your money. I appreciate the messages. I've been getting them. I'm happy for you winners out there. Keep listening. Like I say, pick 1 or 2 teams. That's all you need. Keep it small. Keep it simple. Bet the money line and get paid. I will be back with the scores after it's all said and done. And until then, StarrJoulz signing out.